Hello and welcome to Atrocious Gameplay. We got another deck profile here for you on this Tuesday. I think this video is coming out. Anyways, Vikavolt. This is a deck that a lot of people like this Pokemon, especially when you talk about the Vikavolt and Bulu days. But this Pokemon right here, it's a stage 2, which is a little bit iffy, but especially with how people feel right now in terms of the current meta, the situation of only being able to really play online events right now, it's pretty tough to play standard and it's pretty tough to play Pokemon at this point. So what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to provide you guys fun deck profiles, decks that I kind of enjoy playing, that are different, not something that you necessarily see all the time. And this deck, I can't take credit for this deck. This is not mine. This was done by Poseidon in the Neopie Open not too long ago. I believe it was the 16th or maybe the 15th. It was last week I got this information. It was done and it got 11th at the Neopie Open, which is very, very good in my opinion. So shout outs to you, Poseidon. If you ever watch this video, big fan, excellent job with this deck. And if you don't know, Powerful Storm is kind of what this is about. This attack does 20 more damage for each energy attached to all of your Pokemon. So 60, you get maybe you fulfill this cost, plus you have a guy with a couple energies on the bench. Let's say 4. That's probably a good number. So 4, that does 140 just base wise, because you're doing 80 plus 60. You have different modifiers like the electro powers. You have ways to kind of spread out your energies a little bit with Thunder Mountain. The trade-off with Thunder Mountain though is that you're doing less damage, but another way to accelerate your energies, not only that I mentioned earlier, Tapu Koko, is this Charge Bug. Now Charge Bug, the reasoning in that you play 4 in this deck, because if you did not see, I play rare candies in this list. This list plays rare candies. So you may be thinking, why on earth would you ever go in and evolve with Charge Bug when you can just go right into Vikavolt? This Charge Bug's ability, Battery, once during your turn, you may attach this card from your hand to a Vikavolt or Vikavolt GX as a special energy. If you do, it provides 2 lightning energies when attached. So ideally, especially when you talk about twin energies, you know, you talk about electro powers, you talk about Charge Bugs, you can do a pretty hefty amount of damage, right? You can stack up energies quickly. So this deck can hit big numbers. It's pretty fun. I like it. I've played it a couple days before today to try to get used to the deck a little bit. You use the ordinary rods to kind of recycle a mix of your Charge Bugs and your Vikavolts, because you may have to discard your Vikavolts early for things like research in here that you play, a Dedenne you might have had to do. And it's just overall different. It's fun. So if you like what you see, you maybe want to stick back, come over again, stick back. I don't even know what that means. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. We've got a lot of good stuff going on. A couple deck profiles this week. A lot of good stuff. I'm trying to bring you guys fun deck profiles, as I mentioned earlier. And without further ado, let's just jump into some games. It's going to be a little bit weird in the beginning because I forgot to hit start my mic. I forgot to unmute my mic because usually off stream I have my mic muted because I use OBS for a lot of things. But enjoy my Adobe Audition. Alright, so here we go. This is going to be a little weird because this is going to be me talking in Adobe Audition, watching back my game, which is actually kind of cool. Me watching back my game because I can realize kind of some of the things that I did wrong. So don't mind looking at the guy at the right corner, but Dedenne star right here, we really don't like that. I'm kind of thinking about whether or not I want to attach an escape board or I want to attach the twin energy, because I really don't want to bail on 2 twin energies through this professor's research, in all honesty, because twin energies, as I mentioned during the kind of talking about the deck and explaining it a little bit, twin energies can really help you out. Now I'm thinking right here, I'm seeing this Volcanion Green Zard. You know, I don't know why they have a dark deck box, and you know, maybe they have this Zebstrika right here to help them out in the control matchup, but I'm like, ooh, no, it's really hurting my heart right there. And we go in, we see a Jirachi right here. Kind of thinking about the sequencing that I want to do, because again, it's going to be tough to get rid of some of those things. What I am going to do right now, though, is I'm going to commit to using the escape board on the Dedenne, which is totally fine because we play multiple escape boards in this deck, and I know I'm not going to be able to get an attack off, so I'm totally okay with leaving Jirachi in the active, in all honesty, because one, I have a Jirachi in my hand right now, but I'm going to be able to do some damage later, and plus I can grab this Oricorio right here, again, assuming that my Jirachi is going to be knocked out, because there's one of two things that can happen. Either Jirachi is going to get knocked out, or they're going to go ahead and use the energy accelerator on Volcanium. I'm blanking on the name. But now that I have this idea post, I'm doing this post, the deck is interesting that I'm facing, to say the least. Really a weird one. So it'll be a weird matchup of me thinking on the fly about what I need to do. I need to have the volume on because I need to recognize when I get my volume back in terms of the video. So nothing yet, but anyways, they're going to be able to go ahead, quick ball, and seeing this Charmander, I was like, oh, this is Team Up Charizard. So that's very, very interesting, and it's not something for sure that I expected. And then a Marnie right there. Marnie doesn't surprise me too much after I know that it's Team Up Charizard, because I already have a lot of things that discard Pokemon, or I mean discard things in terms of the Zebstrika. They're not committing the Zebstrika though. So with Team Up Charizard, you definitely don't want to throw away too much. Right, you want to be able to Cynthia or Marnie instead, especially if you also play Research. So I'm still going to be able to get the Oricorio, which is nice, never punished. We're going to be able to Dance of Tribute here, draw some cards. I usually try to thin out and grab something before I Oricorio, but I didn't really want to throw anything away that I had in my hand with the Quick Ball. So that's just going to be how the cookie crumbles at this point. And right now, we're looking for either a rare candy or some sort of switch option. Rare candy would be way more ideal, because again, I have two Jirachis in my hand. That would kind of be the best thing for me. And now I'm in the situation, now that I've whiffed rare candy. Do I need to go for a Research right here and be able to kind of clean house? I can evolve one of the Grubbins, which is, I think, what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be evolving at least one of them with Charge Bug, the one over there, because if I do get to attack, it's going to be the one with the Twin Energy onto it. And it looks like right here, I'm going to be able to just draw the stones, be able to get what I need to get an attack, because there's the other escape board right there. So I'm kind of thinking about my play right now. I do have Twin Energy for a follow-up next turn. The only problem is that I can Pokecom for a Vikavolt next turn, but that's not something that I necessarily really want to do. But I'm going to be able to attach this Twin Energy right here because I have Thunder Mountain in play. I'm going to be able to use the first attack of Powerful Storm, just double checking everything before I commit to my decision. Come on, there we go. But we're going to be moving along. Again, thinking about the numbers in my head, because if you guys don't know, I'm not very good at math. I am not a math major. I work in sports. Not a lot of math, in my opinion. So I'm doing the energy count in my hand. I'm thinking, do I actually have enough to be able to take this knockout? And I do. So we're going to be able to stay afloat on the prize trade, which is really, really nice in this matchup, especially if we're going up against another one prizer. But now they're in the situation to where they don't have an attacker going on right now, and I'm going to have to, they're going to have to essentially ensure that they're going to, be able to rare candy and get off what they need with the Charizard, or now that I see this Victini down and I'm seeing this professor's research, I'm realizing that it's going to look like that they're not going to be attacking actually this turn. They're going to have the Victini up in the active maybe. But also now that I'm seeing this Pokédoll, I'm like, okay, boss's orders probably going to be prevalent in this matchup. Because we definitely want to get around to the doll. If there's going to be a matchup, or this is a deck that plays multiple dolls, we got to figure out how to get around that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and Pokecom, I think. Yeah, because I take a knockout on this Blitzel, and I think I'm going to have to use the research as my supporter for turn. I'm going to just evolve right here, and then I'm just going to throw out the Electro Power, because why not? There's no other reason for it, and research everything away. Everything being that one rare candy. But this is also kind of an interesting situation to where I don't have any bench space going on right now. So ideally what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to get the Vikavolts back in, so then when I do place a Grubbin, you know, I have the energy evolution, I have the Pokecom, I have a way to get another Vikavolt at least in the works on the bench. So again, with Thunder Mountain sticking in play, I'm going to attach that energy right there just in case they bounce Thunder Mountain. We're going to go ahead and just take a knockout right here. 190. They're going to have to welder to be able to take a knockout, because if they do, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's exactly 150 for Victini's attack. It wouldn't surprise me if they did, but they just go right into a Spreading Flames, and we already showed 190 on the field, so we're going to be able to take 2 prizes right here, which is super nice, especially because I guess they weren't paying attention to how much damage I did, because they're just attaching it to the active as well. That 1 energy, that could be 1 energy that they leave onto one of their little Charmanders, or even put onto their Mew. So they're gonna go in. I'm gonna go in and try to throw around some batteries. Kind of spread out my batteries a little bit. I see that I've got enough for sure. Especially because last turn, the way that I was able to hit 190 was through the Electro Powers. But now with a Charge Bug on the field, you know, I can hit that 190. And I kind of just sit on my hand. I kind of really like it. So I go in, hit that 200. And now I really only have to take 2 prizes now, which is those 2 Charizards, honestly. And there's the Pokédoll for stall, but even if they leave the Pokédoll into the active, again, they're not knocking it out. It's not like a hit and run situation. But they're going to bring up this Oricorio, which then I was like, uh-oh, you know, I have 2 escape boards right there. I'm going to have to more than likely just commit an energy, bite the bullet on that, and lose one of those. But with the boss's orders in my hand, I'm like, okay. Now I'm way more wanting to ditch an energy, because again, with Charizard from Team Up, you don't really need a ton of energies because it is a little bit squishier of a Pokemon. So now I'm looking around. I'm down 3 Twin Energies. I'm down a Charge-a-Bug, 2 Charge-a-Bugs actually, because I evolved, and then a couple energies. I think both Lightning Energies. One is attached, one is in the discard. Here's the part in the Adobe Audition that I realized that I had my mic muted the entire time. That's okay. That's okay. He gets rid of my Oricorio. It's obviously a problem, but it's better than a doll in my opinion. I'm having a hard time trying to evolve, for sure. But this deck not doing too bad. This deck not doing too bad. You do have some switching outs for like the 1 prizers. For instance, you know, 1 prizer right here. I'm sorry, not 1 prizer. 1 retreater right here. 1 retreater right here. You do have a lot of instances where you can get rid of those. There's nothing in here that'll help me draw. I almost just have to wait for an energy, which we don't play a ton of lightning energies in this deck. We play more of twin energy. We play more of that one Pokemon, Charjabug. So they're gonna get a Charizard here. Charizard's fine, because honestly, like if they knock out this Pokemon, sure. Sure. So far it's 130. They can do the Roaring Resolve to get another one to be able to take a knockout. They can do that on either of these, which is fine because like if I have to take back-to-back knockouts, I will. Because I'm going to be taking a knockout with these with this line right here, which is cool. But then I'll also be taking a knockout. You know, ideally I'd lead off with this guy and then I bring in this guy last because it is the it's the one that's technically got more energies on it, right? So like 4, for example, that'd be 80, that'd be 140. I just need to find one energy to be able to get this guy done. But especially if they're using Roaring Resolve, that's going to be really, really good. It's going to be really good for us because that's going to be energies that they have to put damage counters on themselves for, and that's really nice. But I think I'm going to bring this guy up. Yeah, I'm going to bring this guy up. I'm going to force you to use the Resolve again. We're going to go ahead and Stellar Wish now. We do have Rare Candy, which is nice. I think Cynthia is just better, though. Yeah, I think Cynthia is just better for next turn, because I don't have a Grubbin ready, and I don't think I'll need a Grubbin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So that's 60, 120. Okay, so those two would be good. I think I will go ahead, Ordinary Rod 2 Pokemon. Go here and here. We'll go ahead and retreat into you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 20. Yep, that's enough. Always got to make sure when you're doing math. Math is hard. Math is hard, everybody. There's a Charjabug. That's nice. Last prize, Tapu Koko, Prism Star. Of course. But it looks like we're going to get a W here. Because I don't know. He brings this guy up. He uses Roaring Resolve. It's over. Because I just bring this guy up and take a knockout. But that's fine. He might have to be doing like some challenge to get knockouts, and we're okay with that. But him putting that Victini and committing a lot to that Victini in the beginning was tough. That really favored the prize trade in my favor, especially early on. I was able to take like a commanding presence early. But now we just wait. Now we just wait. But I hope everybody's having a great day. I hope everybody is taking care of each other. Hope everybody is staying safe out there in the world, because it's pretty crazy in my opinion. It's pretty crazy, and there's a lot of bad people out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 480. Just throw this out and use this. There's a lot of bad people in the world. Got to make sure that everybody's staying safe and everybody's taking care of each other. And yeah, just be an overall good human. That's my PSA of the day, chat. Anyways, let's move on to the second game. All right, here we go. Rocking and rolling. Let's see if we can get 2 wins in a row. Let's hope that this isn't not necessarily too rogue. Probably if you guys are facing a lot of ladder right now, if you guys are playing a lot of the TCG online, you're probably facing a lot of weird decks, because just like kind of how I'm doing, there's a thing right now where people want to play formats that are fun. People want to play formats that are exciting. And a way to do that is through playing kind of fun rogue decks, things like that. This person's playing Spiritomb, so obviously not a rogue deck. We've covered it on the channel before. It's even done better as time goes on, in my opinion. Great deck. Let's see, let's go. I guess we gotta go here. Let's do that. We are going to get an opportunity for Jirachi. Now, the thing is, I don't know if I take it right now. I think I do. I think I sadly just get rid of this, because I don't need too much energy. I don't need too much to be able to work with the magic. I think I'm gonna go here. I think I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna try to snag Oricorio, to be honest, because I have this strong feeling that he's gonna be able to take a knockout. It doesn't take much for a Spiritomb to knock out a Jirachi. I think I'm just gonna have to do that. But chat, especially in a prevalent Marnie meta where Reset Stamp has a little bit of resurgence, Electrical Signal is not something that you should do, in my opinion. Not something that you should do. Definitely just putting them in your hand, and yikes. Maybe if you get stuck, maybe if there was, I don't know, Galar Mine, and I had that energy right on that Grubbin, you know, and I can't even retreat, then maybe, sure, why not Electrical Squad? But I think for the most part, you're fine. Now, this 2-prizer has hit the field. We like that. We have an opposing 2-prizer on the field, so, but it's not looking terrible right now. It would be ill of him to move the damage counter onto the active Spiritomb at this point. I don't think he will. There's no reason to do that. Yep, just gonna go into an Anguish Cry. We're gonna go here. Probably gonna throw away whatever we top deck. Yikes. Let's see. I'm gonna have to throw away a Twin Energy. Breaks my heart. Grab this Oricorio. Another 2-prizer hitting our field, but that's just how it is right now. And I think what I want to do is I want to Cynthia first, just because I'll see so many more cards. I automatically regret this decision. We're gonna go here. Go maybe right. Maybe into a Coco. I'm trying to think what's the best decision. Probably just going into Coco. Slap this guy down as well. Dance of Tribute. Woo, we got a, we didn't get an attack off, to be honest, actually. We have to, because even if we evolve this guy right here, we have no way to get an energy onto it to be able to use its attack, because we don't have Thunder Mountain. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to end up using electrical current or electrical signal and throwing these two guys into my hand. Kind of force him like, okay, you know, you can do this, but there's going to be a Vikavolt incoming. Not looking good when this deck whiffs the attack. Let's see. They have a boss's orders down in their thing. They're going to bring one of them up. We're going to cry a little bit. This isn't looking good for us. It's looking like we're about to take an L to the Spiritomb, which is fine. There's that 160 damage that they need. I don't know why they're posturing, though. I don't know why they're posturing. They don't need to posture. Because, chat, 3 damage counters is 100, plus the hustle belt is 160. That already knocks that out. As you see, they did 190. A little bit excessive. Alright, so we are going to need a little bit more now. We're going to need a little bit more. We're going to go Dance of Tribute. So a lot of Charge Bugs. A lot of Charge Bugs. No Vikavolts, though. No Vikavolts. A lot of Charge Bugs. There's Rare Candy right there. We're going to have to go into the Rare Candy. But we have no way to switch if we do. We have no way to switch out of the active. So let's go into Cynthia. Again, we don't need a ton of energies. So if we just go right here. I know I'm going to have less cards. A Skateboard, Evolution Incense, Thunder Mountain. Man, that is what we call the bee's knees. So we go Evolution Incense. We go Vikavolt. We evolve this guy. I'm not going to place Thunder Mountain right now. We're going to place it onto this Grubbin. I want to save Thunder Mountain for the time of attacking again with Powerful Storm. So we just got to go down to here. We're so far behind on prizes. I don't know. I guess the only way that they lose this is if they lose track of their Spiritombs, maybe? I mean, I don't think that they're playing ideally per se because of what they did to the Vikavolt and moving the damage counters, so there is that possibility, but I can't bank on that, right? An Anguish Cry of 4 damage counters though only does, they need a Hustle Bell. The 4 damage counters does not do the trick. Unless they want to attach another Rainbow Energy, by all means they're going to be able to get a Hustle Bell because of Adventure Bag. That's fine. I mean, it's not fine. But it's fine enough. It's fine enough. But again, with the 4 damage counters, I don't know if they realize that you only need 3. I don't know if they realize that you only need 3. I wish I could tell them. I mean, it would inherently make it harder for me to win, right? But are they going to move one back? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? I'm so mad that I'm losing right now to this person. Like, why are you doing 220 damage? There's no need. There's no need. That's excessive. That's very excessive. Alright, we're going to do this because we are going to... We popped our Coco already, so we're okay. We're going to be okay to do both. I'm going to throw in the Vikavolts. Throw that sucker right there. We are going to Dance of Tribute. We do see Charge Bug. We do see Evolution Incense, but we don't see I guess we got to go here. Depending on what we get off the Stellar Wish. Cynthia. Might have to take that Cynthia. Might have to take the Cynthia. I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna go here. But I don't want to attach. I don't want to attach that yet. I am down 2 rare candies now. It'd feel really bad to go in with Dedenne. I'm gonna attach this right here. We're going to Cynthia. Yeah, I mean, because we have to take a knockout this turn, right? There's rare candy. That's cool. But we're missing several energies. Actually, we're not, because of Charge Bug. There's a lot of downsides that I'm seeing right now. Considering there's no Grubbins on the field. We will get to do this, which is nice, so then we'll be able to attack. And it's just something that we're going to have to do. Hit that right there. Maybe they can't get the 3 damage counters because of how they've played and maneuvered their damage counters. That would be the ideal scenario. It looks like that might be how it is. Now, in this situation, I'm not 100% sure. Like, I don't know what the correct play would be. If it would be better to go for the Spiritomb on the bench, or it would be better to go for a 2-prizer that is currently on the field. Thunder Mountain is okay that is gone. I'm trying to think what the correct thing would be. There's Spiritomb right there. Do we try to chase the Spiritomb? I think we try to chase the Spiritomb with the Hustle Bell because it also has an energy attached to it. Because that's the most dangerous, right? That's the most dangerous thing on the field currently. So I think we just go up for this. We say Powerful Storm, and then we take another prize. Now again, I'm not 100% sure, but I think because like we don't have a Grubbin that's almost ready. Okay, it looks like he's gonna maybe have an opportunity for energy. Because I would just leave the Jinx up if you don't feel like you're gonna have enough stuff. Picking up Jinx. Dark energy. That's kind of fine. I mean, you're still not gonna take a knockout. Especially if you put 1 more damage counter on. But chat, as I said in the YouTube video, and as you may have seen from people playing this deck like Luke Morza and things like that, this is a very hard deck to pilot. This is a tough deck to pilot, so make sure that you know what you're doing when you're piloting this deck. Let's see, we've lost 2 ordinary runs. The hardest part is we've lost 3 twin energies with all this. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I need to find a Grubbin. There's Grubbin. Cool. 3 rare candies down. I need 1 more. We're gonna throw this right here. We're going to Powerful Storm again. And it's looking like, I mean, they have Yveltal here, right? Assuming that they still have Yveltal, they're going to be able to put an energy on, maybe retreat, maybe not retreat, I don't know. If they didn't retreat, that'd be pretty poggers in my opinion. There's Mewtwo to bring back what? Boss? To grab a 2-prizer? Scoop up net here, so then you can bring up Vikavolt. Yep. So here's the knockout incoming. You are weak to lightning, so I don't really have to worry too much. And that sucks, actually, because there goes the rare candy and the Vikavolt. We do get an evolution incense, so all we really need to do is to shuffle and then rare candy, which is good. But yeah, if we just hit our final rare candy, which it's in the deck because we pulled it off the prizes, thank goodness. If we do that, we win. If we do that, we win. So we're gonna... I need some blessed RNGs, honestly. I'm just gonna throw away the ordinary rod. I'm gonna do all my thinning stuff first and then draw 3 cards. Kind of gives us the best scenario. But this is fine. All we have to do is just find the rare candy. That's it. Yep, Doomcount GX, but you're weak to lightning. Bring up Jirachi. And I think we're going to hit it. I think we have a pretty doggone good chance of hitting it. So we go here. We quick ball this away to thin. To grab another Jirachi, I guess. We go ahead and we Dance of Tribute. And then we're going to be able to see the rest of our cards here. So we're just going to evolve into you. We are going to attach this energy right here. I'll throw out these electro powers because why not? Retreat and then Powerful Storm for knockout. And we win the second game somehow, some way. My opponent definitely didn't play that ideally. So that's a really good example of how you need to capitalize kind of on your opponent's mistakes, you know? We took a gamble. We took a gamble on going for their Spiritomb that already had some damage counters on it, had a Hustle Belt, had a Rainbow Energy, because they were pretty foolish, in my opinion, of throwing around their damage counters. So that's just something that you have to recognize. That's something, again, you have to capitalize on. I'm realizing now that I am nowhere close in this ladder because I've been playing for YouTube videos, and that's about it currently with the current things going on right now. But that's all right. We'll feature one more game. Hopefully we can end on a 3-game win streak. This is a pretty good deck. Pretty good as in, like, I think you guys can have some fun with it. It does well. I don't think it's super expensive. Yes, Jirachis are expensive and Dedenes and stuff like that. But especially with trainer toolkits incoming, you know, this is a deck that you may want to look and try to build because it's a lot of fun, like I said. Trying to think about what I want. I need the ability to retreat. I don't like this Oricorio in the active. We're facing Toxtricity again, and there's 2 rare candies right there. I don't know if I can justify throwing away more than 1 rare candy on a single turn. I know this little guy's incoming. We might have to go here. And I might have to Cynthia next turn. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to put these 2 down and I'm just going to pass. I don't want to throw away 2 rare candies. Rare candies are just way too valuable, right? Because it's too slow to evolve via Charger Bug. And you ideally kind of want your Charger Bugs to be your energy attachments, per se. Because you're not running that many lightning energies. Only 2, I believe. It's either 2 or 3. But the likelihood of them knocking out this Oricorio is low, turn 1, which is awesome. Unless they get a Thunder Mountain. Well, they have to be able to poison us this turn, which is very tough for them because they're going second. But let's see, if they go like Tapu Koko, I would think that they electrify this turn. Or do nothing, that works too. I really don't want to play out Thunder Mountain right now. That kind of helps them, but I just got to go straight into that. Whew, okay, now I think I need to start thinking about Dedenne. So now I think I need to start thinking about Dedenne. I'm going to get rid... rid of the charger bug, or I'm sorry, the thingamadoodah, we're gonna go for Dedenne. Have to at this point. I'm gonna evolve this guy. Throw that out because why not? But again, I just need the ability to switch currently. No switching at all. We will be able to put this Grubbin down though, and then we will be able to get. I do have Tapu Koko, so I think it's worth doing this. I think it's worth doing that, in all honesty. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to Stellar Wish. If I were to Ordinary Rod, there's nothing that I really need an Ordinary Rod currently. I already have a Research in hand. And so I think I'm just going to grab an Electro Power, make him think like, oh no, you know? I think I'm just going to pass. We're going to play the slow game right now. We're going to play the slow game. 320 is a huge number, though. In terms of the Toxtricity VMAX, 320 is huge. It's not impossible, but it's hard. Very, very hard. I could see them just going into Electrify, which would be alright, to be honest. But an item card... Maybe a Stadium Nav? I don't know. I don't know what you go for here exactly, because it looks like you're going to Electrify. Electrify is out of the deck. Attaching to Pokemon, so I would think you attach like here and here. Maybe you're going for a Dedenne. Yep. So Dedenne's alright. That puts 2 prizers on the field. But I think the correct... chasing that I would do is I would go Boltund, I would try to knock out a VMAX, and then I would go for the Garbodor. Simply because like this Boltund is going to be in the active with Electrify. A Toxtricity VMAX is going to come up probably next turn, I would think. Probably next turn. We could get 2 Vikavolts this turn. That's the good news. I think we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to set up 2 little guys right here. We're going to Rare Candy this guy. We are going to Evolution Incense to get this guy involved right here, which is fine. Going to do this. I think I am going to play out Thunder Mountain, though. I think that's probably the best idea. Play the Electro Power, because why not? And go Research, discard, draw 7. Charge Bug. No way to retreat. No way to retreat. Absurd. I'm gonna throw away the boss. We're gonna grab, I think we're gonna grab Coco. And we're gonna Dance to the Ancients for 1 energy. So then we'll be able to attack. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is 160. We played an Electro Power, that's 190. So we'll be able to take a knockout if we can find a way to retreat. That is, if we find a way to retreat. Dance of the Ancients here. Go here. Go here to find... We have no more Charger Bugs. Oh! That's good to know. That's pretty good to know. That's, that can change up your game plan a little bit. That can change up your game plan a little bit. So if we go 1, 2, if we go 1, 2, 3, 3 is 150. We would still take a knockout if we found a way to retreat, which we don't. Don't find a way to retreat. I mean, honestly, I think we just chill, Bill. We put this guy right here, and then we acknowledge that we don't have a way to attack you. So, by all means, go on ahead. Yeah, I think that's what we have to do. Save the electro power for next turn. As long as they don't boss his orders of Vikavolt. If they boss his orders of Vikavolt, we'll have a bad time. But, oh man. That's prizing 3. No, it's 2 charger bugs. 2 is still a lot in terms of prizing. But that's another reason, like I said this earlier, that's another reason why like your charger bugs are more ideally for being energies instead of evolving. So now this is a super awkward situation where I have to find an energy. The good news is we have not seen a twin energy yet, so the likelihood that I find a twin energy is pretty high. I'm just going to be thinning one more. Seems like the appropriate thing to do. We're out of grubbins. We'll attach this right here. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we might as well use this. We'll go into... I like going into research and then Oricorio. There's twin, which is nice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. That plus a 160. Ooh. So I don't think we have a way to knock out. Unless I can't go Thunder Jolt Beam. So this looks like it's gonna be a yikes for me, dog. In hindsight, what I should have done maybe is because this is 2. This guy has 2. I should have let off with him because then I would have been able to attach, and then I would have been able to go in and hit up for a Thunder Jolt Beam knockout, so then I can take 2 prizes and ultimately maybe boost myself up like crazy. But that's not going to end up being the case. I feel like this is somewhat of a waste of a whack, but we're going to have to just go into it. It sucks that we miss it by 10. But not looking good for us at all. Not looking good for us at all, especially when we lose our boss's orders. This is the one that has Charger Bug on it though, so I do want to Ordinary Rod, I feel like. But this Bolton right here, excuse me, this Bolton right here putting in work on me. We've only lost 1 Ordinary Rod, which is nice to see, but they're gonna go in like that. Okay. I don't have really like any other ways to attack. So here's our pivot Pokemon. I'm gonna do both actually. Go here, here. Go here. We're going to hit up this Stellar Wish. We are going to have the opportunity to Ordinary Rod again. Pokecom is probably better. We also can Dance of the Ancients. Or Dance of Tribute. I don't know why I say Dance of the Ancients. I think it's better to just see what I get off of this first. So we get Charge Bug. We have like plenty of energies. That's like not the biggest problem. I'll attach that right there. We'll go Pokecom. We'll put away this guy. We'll grab you. We'll Rare Candy. Boom, go right there. And we're going to have to Charge Bug now. Go right there. I don't want to research. I don't even really want to Cynthia. because Cynthia is not going to change. It's only just going to put me one card less. So we're just going to go right here, and we just got to hope that we hit a Charger Bug or two. Two Charger Bugs definitely would be ideal, but again, it's not looking good, especially because we only got one Charger Bug. At least we have a Grub in here, so we can try to streamline attacks more. But not looking good by all means. Not looking good, especially because we lost our boss, so we're going to have to go into two Toxtricity VMAXs. Yikes. I mean, sure. That helps me a little bit. That helps me in the sense that I can put more energies onto the bench rather than the active, or if Thunder Mountain ends up getting bumped. So I guess you could do that. You don't even need to use the Garbodor, to be honest. You're already doing 160. So honestly, if I was my opponent in this matchup, maybe I wouldn't even think about trying to set up Garbodor. Just a thought. I don't know. Love to know your guys' opinion about that, though. Go ahead and attach to this Grubbin on the bench. We're going to be able to Stellar Wish and Ordinary Rod. I think Ordinary Rod's a perfect idea. And I'm going to be using Ordinary Rod to throw in... We're going to do both. We're going to go here. And I'm going to throw this back in. Just for as one more card. We're going to go Dance of Tribute. We Evolution Incense, we go Charger Bug. Can't evolve this guy yet. I really don't want to commit though. And here's the problem that we've hit. Maybe I should have, maybe I was a little bit too greedy. I'm trying to think if there's like an out for me right now. Because we get 4 energies from this. 4, 8. It doesn't do enough to knock out. We would always like 2-shot it. So maybe we just have to go for like the 2-shot. But we don't really have another Grubbin to back up. No, that slow start bias was absolutely killer. That slow start was killer. But yeah, I don't really think that there's a way to recover. I don't think that there's a way to recover. Because again, we don't have another Grubbin incoming. I think we're out of Ordinary Rods. Definitely not promoting the other Vikavolt made all the difference, right? Because then that means that we were essentially a turn behind on this prize trade that we've got going on. Because we could have knocked out that Boltund, right? We knock out that Boltund, and then a Toxtricity comes in. We get a whack on that Toxtricity. This turn, we could have knocked out that Toxtricity, more than likely. The only problem is it's just so hard to be able to knock out 2 of those VMAXs. So that inherently would have been an issue. So yeah, I don't think we really can come back from this. I mean, we can try, but I don't see a scenario where that happens. We can get one more attack off. We can load up as many energies as possible. We can go down swinging. Let me just Dance of Tribute right here, though. Yeah, no way that we can come back out of this. No way that we can come back out of this. We will, in fact, though, charge up as much as possible. Give our opponent a show. Attach this right here. Retreat. Whack. Woo, that was close. Give him a heart. and then all they have to do is just pass. But that is going to be all for this YouTube video. Thank you so much for watching. This is a fun deck. I really like it. It's cool. Think that if you're struggling with knowing what to play right now and you don't really know what you're doing, like, because there's a lot of people that don't know, because of the current situation with IRL tournaments, you know, that they're not really enjoying it. So one of the goals that I'm trying to do with this channel is to try to provide you fun decks. So thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, whatever. LGBTQ Freedom Fund, we're still raising money for that. This week you can get hoodies and t-shirts. Highly encourage you to do that, or at least spread the word of us doing this, because we're selling a couple items. It's been awesome, and yeah, thank you guys so much for the support. I truly appreciate it, and have a wonderful day. Take care of each other. Believe victims, believe women. All right, Black Lives Matter. It's Pride Month still. You know, there's a lot of things that we need to do right now in the world to help out the world, and it starts with you. So appreciate you taking the time to watch this.